Okay, if you could interview yourselves, what would you ask?
What time did I wake up this morning?
Boy, that's genius. Why didn't I think of that?
I think the sofa is meant for 2 people.
It is. I didn't know there were going to be 3 of you.
My butt is stuck on.
Oh, God, I've worked with people like you. So, Fly, I'm curious, how much do you guide your teammates to look back and learn from mistakes versus not holding on to the past and just focusing on what's ahead?
There's always something to learn both from failure and success. So I like to look at both because sometimes people forget why they win and why they're good. So I definitely try to look at both things. And I think we were one of the best teams at the previous TI, and there's a lot of good things that we did that we actually, coming into training here, we looked back and like, oh wow, you know, we just did certain things really well, and we'd like to do that again.
I believe like it's true that many teams, they forget why something is successful, and you know, sometimes you have to take some moments to reflect on why you think something was working.
I'm curious how each of you would rate your performance at TI8 now that you've had some space to look back on it.
As a team, 9 out of 10.
Why not 10 out of 10?
Because we didn't win.
But you think you did everything that you possibly could to...
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hop on the bandwagon. Yeah, 9.
Smart.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you wish that you had done differently?
Probably the last day, my friends.
The last day. Maybe play it a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good track record, pretty much the entire event.
Mm-hmm.
And then we lost an upper bracket match, and then we managed to like kind of fight back. And then we lost to LGD in a fashion which I think was not very characteristic of us during that tournament. So, of course, we all wish that we had a better series.
You didn't make any roster changes right after TI. I'm curious why, because a lot of people, that's a really popular time for people to kind of take a look at personnel and see what works and what doesn't.
Because we formed the team 2 months prior to TI. And before going to TI, we already had made up our minds that we're not gonna switch rosters, even if we like get 16th place, let's say. And then we did end up doing really well. So there was no reason for us to change maybe after this TI.
Who are you kicking after this TI?
I don't know. We don't know yet.
Okay.
Of course, after finishing 3rd place and being a pretty new team, it seemed kind of unnecessary to change roster.
I'm curious about your thoughts of this TI being in China for the first time.
I mean, I think it's great that it's in China. I think there's a lot of Chinese fans and players and like really great teams from here, so it only makes sense that they also get to experience it, because you know the feeling of playing at TI and for the crowd as well is, you know, like no other tournament. I'm also excited to hopefully, you know, play on the main stage against Chinese teams and see how, you know, the crowd gets. It's going to be good. How
would you compare how you are as a team today compared to going into TI8? How are you better?
We've been able to tackle some of our problems recently, and we're going to be better for it. And that's kind of what matters in the end, because if you started off great and you were kind of like so-so during the year, but as long as you're able to fix what you had to fix or, you know, tackle it, then you're going to become much stronger than you were the previous year. So hopefully that happens this time.
Is it more difficult to get to TI now than ever before?
For the top teams, no, I would say. Like if you're consistent and you're at the top, you get rewarded more for it now. You know, maybe you have like a couple of months where you're down. It's not like you're going to miss TI because of that anymore.
What is your favorite part of TI?
It's like prestigious to be here, and everybody that is there for a reason. So I like the idea that it's basically all these teams, like the 18 teams that are putting their full focus into the game, and you get to like compete against each other. Just that idea is really cool for me.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you done?
Nice content, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.